वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे Paramanandamaharam. Moving before Antaryami Bhagavan in all of your hearts, let us start today's session. So in last session, it was more of elaboration of what changed in Arjun's mind from the start of second adhyaya, and especially in seventh Shlok, the change of stance of Arjun. And even after that, Arjun says that na yotse, means that na yotse Arjun is saying is not like what he has said earlier. Earlier, he was putting his point forward. Now, na yotse is telling to explain his condition. Like if you go to doctor, one patient will go and tell doctor that I am facing this problem. I have this problem and I will take this medicine. So which is very wrong. But when he is now, he understands that person in front of me, who is a doctor, who is expert in giving medicine, who is expert in curing this all the diseases. So I should listen to him. So now he is like patient tells doctor about his or her condition at that moment of time. Similarly, Arjun said that, and then we elaborated it a little more to understand how this was very important uh, aspect, and then specifically about 11th Shlok, where Bhagwan is telling him that you are appearing as if you are Pandit, you are showing as if you are Pandit, and still you are grieving for somebody. So, Pandit is one who has understood the subject and he practices it. So, understanding Veda or Vedajna is somebody who is Pandit. Uh, if that Veda Jnana is experienced, that means he has experienced or he is in that experience of ultimate happiness, so he cannot grieve. So this is very strong logic or strong argument Bhagwan put forward to Arjun, which uh, shattered balance limiting beliefs of Arjun. So many a times, if you have to make any paradigm shift in somebody else's mind, then putting the fact in a way that how the person is contradicting with the fact or how the person is contradicting with right path, if it is put in proper words, that person can immediately agree. So whatever is achieved by lot of arguments, it can be achieved by a single sentence, and that is what Bhagwan did. So Bhagwan in 11th, we have already seen that Bhagwan is saying, you are grieving for something which is not to be grieved or not worth grieving for or not worth being in sorrow because of that particular thing. Or And so on, those who are dead, those who are not dead, for both of them, it is not worth grieving. That is what uh, Bhagavan says. And now hereafter he is explaining all that. So actually from, as we have seen, from 11th Shlok of second Adhyay, actual preaching of Gita has started. So now in 12th Shlok, second Adhyay, 12th Shlok we will start today. Natvevahain jatunasan नत्वं नेमे जनाधिपः न चैव न भविष्यामि न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् न त्वेवाहम means न त्वेहाहम जातु नासन न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपः means neither there was a time when you were not there, I was not there, or these people who are participating in this war were not there. There will not be any time where they will not exist again. So there will not be time where uh, their existence ceases. So why it is so? Because that Bhagwan will be explaining in 13th. So here Bhagwan is indicating that there is something like apart from this Panchabhautik Deha, the body which is made of five elements, Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu, and Akash. So, earth element, water is not actually literally water, it is liquid element. Vayu, air, Tej, that is fire element, and Akash, ether element or space. So this body is made up with combination of this Mahabhuta. So in a way, if you consider, all of us are made up of Pancha Mahabhuta. So there is no differentiation. So somebody dies or doesn't die, they are Panchabhut are there. Even modern theories also say, Einstein also has said that anything cannot be created or cannot be destroyed. It just gets transformed. Matter can get transformed in energy, energy can get transformed in matter, and matter can get transformed in some other form of water. So, a form of matter. So, water can change into ice, ice can change into vapors, whatever. But there is something which remains constant. So, even in body of people, little bit we had seen last time that uh, if somebody dies, so what we say in Marathi, we say person manus gela means the person has gone, not finished. We say person has gone. That means okay. If we are uh, grieving for body, then body is still there. That Jivatma has gone and body is still there. Then why we are grieving? Means we are not grieving because body is not there in front of us. We are grieving because there was something other than body which used to interact with us, and that interaction has stopped because that something has gone away. So that is Jivatma. So that Jivatma doesn't get killed by end of body. So that, of course, this subject we will see as Bhagwan goes on explaining it. So that is why now Bhagwan is explaining that the reason I am telling you that it is not worth grieving on these people or grieving for self as well. And you should understand that we were there all the time, we will be there all the time. So there is no point of grieving, or there is no actual thing as death of anybody. And now he is explaining in Shlok 30. So Bhagavan says, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvananchara तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. देहिनोस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारम यौवनम जरा means dehi means the one who has assumed form, assumed deha, assumed physical body. So that something which has assumed physical body, it goes through transformation of body. So Kaumaram, Yauvanam, Jara means childhood up to teenage, then youth, and then old age. So this transformation we observe. Similar to this, changing of body is also a transformation. Death is nothing but intermediate state where you are leaving earlier body and going into different body. So when child grows up, nobody grieves, right? Now, oh, my small child, like suppose there is infant and mother feeds him or her and adores that baby. They take care after, means make her bath, then wrap it in warm cloth, etc. So when child is born, there is no teeth, nothing. It cannot move or it cannot uh, crawl as well. After some months, that baby is grown. First of all, teeth has come now, and baby can scroll. So at that moment, mother get excited, and mother, when first time child starts scrolling or crawling, sorry, does mother get sorrow? No, she gets excited, she gets happy. So this transformation, even after having this transformation, that mother doesn't say that that small baby, where she has gone, where that baby has gone. Now this is something different. So though this is adorable, but my earlier baby, she is not there or he is not there. So even when that child grows up, graduates, assumes good mark and gets graduate. Now that mother doesn't say, "Oh, where is my that small baby? I used to adore him. Now this is a young person, and I cannot adore him. He doesn't like adoring like a child." She becomes happy. So because she knows that even if this body is changing, there is a transformation in body, but still there is something which is constant, and that is where my love is, or that is what my son is. That is her thought process. So at least for this transformation, we understand that it is just physical Panchamahabhut Karya or these five elements, it is their work to constantly change. So whether it is growth or diminishing effect, it is by Panchamahabhuta. And inside that, the person which we call, it is inside this body. Only thing what happens is, in case of death, that transformation, after that transformation, new body is not in front of us. So that's why those who are ignorant get eluded by that. But those who are dhira, what Bhagwan is saying, dhiras tatrana muhyati. So getting another body by this mechanism, those who are dhir, they don't get eluded, they don't get deluded. Now, dhira is, as we have said a lot of times, that the words in Sanskrit, many of the words, they don't have exact corresponding meaning in English. So, for example, this is that kind of word. Dhiraha, this word itself has formed with first uh, letter, that is dhi. Dhi means buddhi. So the one who always stay into buddhi state is dhiraha. So patience is virtue of intellect. This is very, very important. Uh, why it is said that titiksha is first gun to be observed? Because it brings you staying in same intellectual state and undisturbed state of mind, stable state of mind, strong state of mind. So that's what dhira is. There is buddhi component. By proper intellect, that person doesn't lose or doesn't allow any emotions to take over and become imbalanced. So dhiras tatrana muchyate. Those who are intellectuals and patient, they don't get eluded by that. They understand that this is just transformation. And like uh, in day-to-day life also, we find that nobody can stay at one position for a long time, because we are, our body, even our mind is part of Maya. So the nature of Maya is change. Change is the only constant when we speak about Maya. So considering that, so many changes we accept that, okay, for earning I have to go out of house. That we accept. Nobody cries for us. Now today my husband has gone for office and then that lady is crying. That doesn't happen, because she knows that from here to there is a journey which is required for further purification, further benefit of us. So that's how even our transformation from one body to another body, each body is given to us for us to re, uh, rewind our samskar. Okay, if somebody commits sin and goes into nark, so it is also for ultimate good, because by going through those pains, that all those samskar of pap, they get reduced. So change of body is for good. Once this is understood fully and absorbed fully, and once we are in that Buddhist state, this my thought process will not change, whatever may happen, then that person do not grieve. So they do not grieve because they don't get eluded by that. And now, Bhagwan, what we already said, that the reason of titiksha being the first virtue which every person on spiritual path has to achieve or inculcate or imbibe in self. Bhagwan is saying about that. So Bhagwan says now in Shlok number 14, Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha Agamapaino Nityan Stantiti Kshasva. So, matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkha. Matra sparsha. Now, matra sparshastu kaunteya. Matra means what? So, uh, uh, matra is tanmatra. Tanmatra is what? The you can say the vishay means the objects of experience of indriya. Okay, so generally in thought process, what we think is indriya are more constant or more real than its external objects or the senses which what we are sensing. Actually, the case is different. First of all, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. So that is shabda is sound, sparsha is touch, rupa is visual sense, rasa, not visual sense, the something which is sensed by visual. So, drushya. So that is rupa, then rasa, taste, gandha, smell. So this is correspond to, so this tanmatra, from this tanmatra Panchamahabhuta came into existence. From Shabda, Akash was manifested, Sparsha, Vayu was manifested, Rupa, Teja was manifested, from taste, water was manifested, and from smell, Prithvi was manifested, and from this Panchamahabhuta, this Indriya manifested. So actually speaking, whatever we are saying that entire like Panchamahabhuta are part of Maya, but our Indriya are further down to that. So that we should understand when we identify ourselves with this Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, and Antakarandriya. So here, what Bhagwan is saying, when now here Bhagwan is saying, matra sparshas to kaunteya means this tanmatra means vishay of indriya, the subject of senses, and that sense when they come together. So here sparsham is contact, it is not touch, it is they when they come into contact, it gives some effect, either shita or ushna. Now when Bhagwan says shitoshna da means not just giving cooling effect or soothing effect or giving uh, uh, giving heat or giving irritating effect, any effect. It is just indicative that Bhagwan has said Shita and Ushna. It encompasses all these duels. So it is Sukha, Dukkha. Then it is actual Shita, Ushna. It is smooth and it is piercing. All those Dvandva. So how to categorize all this? So for that, this representative Dvandva Bhagwan has used Shita and Ushna. So by Shita, Bhagwan is meaning something which we crave for, and Ushna something we want to repel. So craving is Sankalpa, repelling is Vikalpa. So the one, these all Vishay are such that when senses come into that contact, either it creates Sankalpa or Vikalpa. Either it creates uh, like comfort or discomfort. Either it creates a love or hate. For each, you can say any experience in the world, whether it is small touch or it can be a total event. It consists of something which we want to have and something which we don't want to have. Now, whatever it happens, these stimuli are from this Panchamahabhut and their Tanmatra. So, this all is part of Maya. Triguna are the reason of uh, Panchamahabhut being in existence, or Triguna are the reason for getting this Tanmatra into existence, and Tanmatra are the reason for getting Panchamahabhut in existence, and Panchamahabhut are reason for getting Man, Buddhi, means Antakaran Tattva and all these Indriya, and Sthul Sharir, so our physical body. So this is momentary because it has formed from the Maya, which doesn't exist. It is illusion, and the one of the prominent uh, virtue of illusion is ever changing. So illusion cannot stay forever. Satya only, Sat Chit Ananda is the only thing which can stay forever. So understanding that these Sukha, Dukkha, or this uh, joy and remorse, it comes and goes because it is just experience due to external stimuli, and external stimuli are constantly changing. Even our body is also one of the external stimuli. So in youth, that body may cause it becomes tool for all this materialistic gain and pleasure. Same body, when a person becomes old or person is sick, that same body causes discomfort and agony. So, considering that what Bhagwan is saying, this contact of senses with the object or subject of senses gives you joy or sorrow, gives you uh, uh, sankalpa or vikalpa, gives you something which is wanted or something which you don't want. That is, that ultimately gives you sukha and dukkha, so joy and remorse. But one thing about it is they exist for very small time. They get created, they stay for some time, give you sukha or dukkha, and they vanish. Therefore, you be steadfast over there. You be tans titiksha bharata. So you keep titiksha over there. Now, what is titiksha? Titiksha is not just bearing everything, or many a times, even if we see translations of this word titiksha, even standard books they make translation as titiksha equal to in Marathi, it is translated as sahan karni, or in Hindi it is translated as sahalena, or in English it is translated as just bear with it. So it is not just bearing the sorrow or bearing even happiness. That is sahan shakti, or that is bearing. And titiksha is not even having sense of that sorrow, or not even having sense of joy because of that materialistic gain. So that is what titiksha is. Titiksha is something which lead you to sthita prajna avastha. Sthita prajna avastha, Bhagwan will be explaining by giving examples of sthita prajna later in same adhyay. So basically, this thought, so those who really want to understand spirituality, they, or those who have understood spirituality, they have given a lot of importance to changing nature of Maya, or changing nature of world, or changing nature or small lived nature of Sukha, which comes from materialistic. So once you understand that, then only you will start searching for more stable Sukha, the happiness which is forever. And searching for happiness which is forever is what is spirituality. So this is very important, Shlok, considering that. Now, we can make it further easy to understand why it is so important. Let us again take example of dream. So, suppose a poor person, he sleeps at night, and in night he becomes king of entire world, and he has got whatever he wants to have, lot of prosperity, money, uh, gold, whatever it is. He has a lot of queens. He has all the servants at his disposal. He doesn't have any enemy also, and all are respecting him. He's looking good. He's young, and his youth is not going away, as if he is permanently young. His wives are permanently young. His sons, daughters, all are very healthy and are very nice to him. They are all intelligent. He himself is intelligent. Now, what happens is, after some time, some police comes and uh, hits him, and he gets away. Police says, "You cannot sleep over here." Now, do you really think that being king in that dream has got any meaning, or did it serve anything to his happiness? No, it was momentary. Once it is gone, even good things, even if we observe our life earlier, some good moments with some good people who are now not with you. So those good memory also bring tear in your eyes, because that happiness I have lost. So if we remember any bad thing happening, that also brings negative emotion. But even good things which had happened earlier and they are not there now, it also creates sorrow. So this example of dream, we have taken good dream. Now think about bad dream. Now some actual in life somebody is sovereign king, and in dream he becomes beggar, and then he get ups. Then will he sorrow for that dream? Or will he sorrow that I was beggar, I was hungry? He will not, because it doesn't mean anything. Now this life is also a dream, but it appears to be a longer dream than what we dream into the dream when we get sleep. So that proves the theory that something which is not permanent will not fetch you happiness. So ultimate happiness lies with something which is permanent, Sat. That is how Jnana Margi, or that is how Yoga Margi also strive at. What is Sat? I will go up to that level. So very important shlok number 14. Now, Bhagwan is further saying in shlok number 15. Okay, before that, if you might have uh, observed that in shlok number 14, Agama Payino Nityan Stan Titikshaswa Bharata and Matra Sparshat to Kaunteya. Again, Bhagwan has called Arjuna as Kaunteya. So the reason of calling Arjun over there as Kaunteya, somewhere Bhagwan wants to remind Arjun that you are son of a lady who didn't get uh, collapsed even after getting a lot of sorrows, much bigger than what you are facing. And in fact, after Mahabharat, in Bhagavad, this part of fact comes that after Mahabharat, when Bhagwan uh, thought to go back to Dwarka, means Mahabharat was over, then Ashwatthama like sent Brahmastra to kill Uttara's son who is in her embryo, and Bhagwan saves him. Bhagwan saves Parikshit. And after that, when Bhagwan wanted to return, that time Kunti prayed Bhagwan that Vipadas Santu me Shashwata. So, Bhagwan, you please keep us always in some difficulties, some uh, situations which are giving trouble to us. Why she is asking that? Because that is the time we remember you more, and that is the time you come to us to rescue us, to give us condolence, and to take us out from that situation. So Kunti is very like strong or very high level devotee of Krishna. So that's why Krishna is reminding that you are son of Kunti. Look at her, how she is strong in all the sorrows, in all the adversities. Remember when your father died, and then your uncle was striving, or your cousins were striving to kill you. What tension she would have had at that time? What sorrow she would have had at that time? Then further, you were sent to Vanavas and Adnyatavas. Your wife was, they tried to humiliate your wife. In every such situation, she stood strong. So he is reminding that you are his son, so you should also be strong. Secondly, he is calling him Bharata. So Raja Bharat, if you see the story of Raja Bharat, So Bharat was such a great king